Today, I want to talk to you about a mysterious and scary disease that you may not have heard of before. It's called encephalitis lethargica, which means inflammation of the brain that makes you tired. Sounds pretty bad, right? Well, it gets worse. Encephalitis lethargica is also known as the sleeping sickness or sleepy sickness, but don't confuse it with the tropical disease caused by tsetse flies. This sleeping sickness is a form of encephalitis that attacks the brain, leaving some victims in a statue-like condition, speechless and motionless. Imagine being trapped inside your own body, unable to communicate or move. This disease was first described in 1917 by a neurologist named Konstantin von Economo and a pathologist named Jean-René Cruchot. Between 1915 and 1926, an epidemic of encephalitis lethargica spread around the world, infecting more than 1 million people and killing more than 500,000. Most of those who survived never returned to their normal selves. Some developed post-encephalitic Parkinsonism, a condition that causes tremors, rigidity, and slow movements. Others suffered from abnormal eye movements, upper body weakness, muscular pains, neck rigidity, and behavioral changes, including psychosis. Some even had clazomania, a vocal tic that makes them scream compulsively. The scary thing is that no one knows what causes encephalitis lethargica. Some think it may be related to an autoimmune response, where the body's immune system attacks its own brain cells. Others think it may be linked to infectious diseases, such as influenza, which can also cause encephalitis. However, there is no conclusive evidence for either theory. Almost 100 years after the epidemic, the mystery remains unsolved. Fortunately, there has been no recurrence of the epidemic since 1928. However, there have been some sporadic cases reported in recent years, which suggest that the disease is still lurking somewhere. There is no specific treatment for encephalitis lethargica, only symptomatic relief with drugs such as levodopa and other anti-Parkinson drugs. So, what can we do to prevent this disease from coming back? Well, not much, since we don't know what causes it. But we can always practice good hygiene, get vaccinated against influenza and other diseases, and seek medical attention if we experience any symptoms of encephalitis lethargica. And we can also hope that someday, scientists will find the answer to this puzzling and terrifying disease. I hope you learned something new and interesting. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below.